And that's the best, like the top difference between us and providers like the hot, like authority builders, like all the popular services.
Yeah. So what your anchor text strategy would be in that case?
Basically, so guest posts definitely work. Maybe not all, like there's different, like there are guest posts that work much better than others, but they definitely still work.
That homepage links carries a lot of power in reality, and when
text anchors should be like variations, so that's variations of the brand name.
Although there was a black hat technique, we still use it. Very super effective, I would say that.
To get an idea about how much slack Google can actually give you, homepage links. You have only one single homepage, and that's why these are the most powerful backlinks. Homepage.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Agency Growth Lab podcast. And today we have a link building ninja with us, Kosta Hristov from QGP.com. And we are diving deep in the world of link building with him to talk about the advanced techniques, strategies to gain quality backlinks for your websites. Pretty hot topic. We know that. So welcome to the show, Kosta. It's great to have you here, mate. How are you?
Thank you, Rohin. Thanks for having me. And I'm wonderful. Thank you.
That's great. You're from Bulgaria. You said that, yeah?
Yeah, I live in Bulgaria, and but I just live here. To be honest, everything is going on remotely.
Oh yeah, now beautiful place.
So
yeah. So before the call, I was telling you there is one common thing between you and me, and that's basically the Greg Morrison. We both. I'll tell you the story myself before you jump in. That back in 2012, when I started off with SEO, I was very new to that, and there was a guy, Greg Morrison and Alex Becker. So Alex Becker did take all the trainings and teachings and everything from Greg Morrison as well, from OMG Machines. So yeah, these are the two guys who helped me to actually build out all that kind of knowledge in the SEO thing today. So yeah, salute to that guy. He's actually kind of a next level when it comes to. So OMG was a very big one at that time. Even today as well, I've seen like Greg, Mike, maybe they're coming together, maybe individually, I don't know. But yeah, they're coming up with a big entry again. There's a lot of videos and everything he's pumping out every day. So yeah, that's the good part about Greg is.
So basically, it's cool that you mentioned this. Basically, we've been working with Greg for like 8 years now, something like that. I think we started in 2000. I started working with Greg in 2016. And since then, basically until last year, I think we actually were exclusive to OMG. So QGP was exclusive to OMG, and just one year ago, basically we became public to everyone. And the other cool thing, and the other cool thing is that Greg actually has an amazing channel right now in YouTube. So if so you can just search for Greg Morrison in YouTube, and he's killing it right now. It's amazing.
He's like I said, he's a kind of a next level guy. I remember his reverse sink and swim theory, where and we tried that particular thing in our agency as well. Was super helpful to build out the hyper local topical and geo relevancy signals to your money site.
I personally call him the no BS guy. The no bullshit
guy. No bullshit guy.
The no bullshit guy, because
that's true. That's actually very true. Like Greg is a one who actually like to stick to the point, come to the point, straight to the point. No mucking around and all that. By that,
absolutely.
So with the backlinks, like majority of us do purchase backlinks in some way or another for our agencies, for our clients and all that. So basically, how do you go about make sure that the backlinks are getting built in a proper ethical way, not really violating any kind of like a Google guidelines, which can give us any kind of penalties in the future? How do you make sure about that when there is any client who is coming to you for help?
So basically there are several things that we need to take in mind. So the first thing is that's like the basic rule. So the more difficult a backlink is to acquire, the higher its value. So that is why most of the links like forum, like dot links, like for example, comments, blog comments, forum links, profile links, they're basically worthless right now, like directories and things like that, unless, some foundational links at the moment. Like profiles and stuff, but these are basically very easy to acquire, and they simply don't work anymore. So aside from that, the kind of links that work are contextual backlinks. So this means backlinks that have a context around them, and this context is actually relevant to to what the user is searching for. So one step further, we can divide the links into three basic categories. So the first one is links on new pages. The second one is links on existing pages. And the third one, of course, is a link on the homepage itself. So links on new pages, we call these guest posts. They're not really guest posts, they're basically sponsored posts that we typically pay for. Then the second ones, like inside existing pages, these are actually link insertions or also niche aids. And the third ones are homepage links. Now, one important thing about the homepage links is that typically the way people acquire homepage links, because they're very rare, they build PBNs for that. So they build specifically PBNs in order to get several homepage backlinks. But the thing about the backlinks, about these three types of backlinks is the following. Guest posts, you can have unlimited number of guest posts on a site. Niche ads, you have a limited but still large amount of niche ad opportunities. But homepage links, you have only one single homepage. And that's why these are the most powerful backlinks, the homepage links.
Yep. No, that's true. And that takes me back to the PBNs, although there was a black hat technique, we still use it.
Yeah.
It's very super effective, I would say that. But
Yeah,
because they are why they are powerful, even the posts we are putting it, those are the fresh posts as well. But the PBNs actually get built out in a homepage style themes. This is one of the reason why that power actually do get distributed very nicely to the from every single post on the client side. So that's very true. So the point is, yes, that homepage links carries a lot of power in reality, and when the client is actually getting the backlink from the homepage, that eventually gives a lot of help to move out the needle in the SERPs. There is no doubt about that.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I keep seeing that in our clients, like with our clients at QGP.com. Like we're seeing results, like we are monitoring the results very often in order to adjust our backlink strategy and basically the types of links that we offer and promote. And we're seeing a consistent basically trend with these backlinks basically. So guest posts definitely work. Maybe not all, like there's different, like there are guest posts that work much better than others, but they definitely still work. And homepage links, they're killing it right now, like I say for sure.
Yeah, so you reckon that those old school kind of links, which is like commenting, and you reckon those blog social bookmarking, that kind of things is a complete garbage these days? Yeah, I mean,
it's complete. Yes, it's complete BS.
Oh,
And I can tell, like it's been like they're just so easy to acquire, and the reason for that is because they can be automated very easily.
They can be automated. You can
Yeah,
just
the thing about the guest post is that you cannot automate that easily because we're talking about a third-party website, and you cannot and not 2.0 property. We're not talking about username.wordpress.com. That can also be automated with black hat tools that I definitely don't recommend. But anything that is difficult to automate and what is difficult to automate is what is out of our reach, basically owned by other people. That's what moves the needle, basically.
That's true, because anything which pass some kind of like an editorial process, you reckon carries a lot of juice as compared to anything which is just free to make up, sign up profiles and that kind of thing. I mean, like, I take it this way always. I tell to my team members as well. I said, like, these kind of social profiles are still okay because that carries a lot of domain authority. Plus, it helps to build out a topical relevancy for the web page as well. But if you're saying like these really going to actually move the needle, or they're going to help us to get ranking, no, it is not really going to happen. We need the strong backlinks of page signals going on to that one, because Google considers those.
So just to be clear, blog comments are worthless. Blog comments. forum links are worthless. Web 2.0, I think, are also pretty much a waste of time. Profile links, I think, are good as foundational links, as long as they're on, good websites. Think Quora, like Reddit, Facebook, whatever, the popular ones, basically. So
Exactly.
these are actually good for foundational backlinks. So if I start a new project nowadays, this is the first thing that I do. I just build a bunch of them and I forget about them, because it's like establishing the initial brand for the website itself. So that's quite important, actually.
Now that's completely makes sense. And when it comes to, so let's take a hypothetical scenario, like you said, you're going to go and build out a new maybe a affiliate site. So you're gonna start with, as you're saying, you're gonna start it with a foundational links, give a bit of a like a foundation, and then you're gonna start hammering out those GPs and niche edits and heavy duty homepage kind of a links to those ones. Using what kind of anchor text? So what your anchor text strategy would be in that case, for a
So
site, I'm going to say.
yeah, so nowadays my backlink, like my brand, my link text strategy is basically we definitely start with brands.
Okay.
Because what I found, by looking at our clients' websites is basically, it's like the homepage, and that's, by the way, confirmed by the recent update, like algorithm leaked, documents. Now, basically, what happens is that as you build the brand, and you build the brand by building backlinks to the homepage itself,
Yep.
you start building links to the homepage, and the text anchors should be like variations. So that's variations of the brand name. So, for
Yep.
example, in the case of QGP, it needs to be like QGP quality backlinks, which is our slogan. QGP, maybe QGP Limited, QGP homepage,
Yep.
basically branded things. In addition to
Plus
that,
variations, you mean to say.
say
Brand plus
again?
variation. So it's gonna be the brand plus variation
Yeah,
for
absolutely,
the long run.
absolutely.
Yep.
And the URL itself, https://www.qgp.com, also www.qgp.com, or even qgp.com only. So that's so basically variations. And typically what I do is I start with maybe I actually build a homepage link, pointing to the homepage of QGP, but I don't do a lot of these because they are super powerful. And then basically I keep building guest posts and niche edits, and every month I increase the amount.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the rule of thumb is the more authority, the older the domain, and the more authority it already has, the more aggressive you can go with the velocity of link building.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So if people and Greg is talking about, he talks about this a lot on his channel, but basically, if you want to just launch an affiliate site or something that's not your new brand, always buy a domain.
Oh yeah.
But if you are starting like I started with QGP basically, which is like a brand new domain, obviously you have to be very careful.
Oh yeah.
But the general rule of thumb regarding the anchor text is basically you have to diversify as much as possible.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah. And
That.
at some point, when you start building the authority of the homepage, you need to also start sending some backlinks to the inner pages
Yep.
and the money page. And at one point, you just send the money keyword to the page itself, but only one link usually.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
That makes sense. All right. So let's talk about the gray niches. I'm talking about farmers, I'm talking about adult, I'm talking about the these casino links as well. I mean, like, although when it comes to a casino, they are the books great, they are big clients sitting into the casino niche,
Yeah. Yeah.
but how do you guys go about in your agency? You go about
Yeah.
pitching out to the real bloggers, to the outreach
Yeah.
bloggers, not the link farms, I would say, but the
Yeah.
real bloggers,
Yeah.
and convince them to link back to a casino site. How do you go about it? Because I've seen it a kind of a tedious task sometimes to actually
Mhm.
find the competitive, I mean, like the backlink opportunities in the competitive niche.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, so I would say that really the first thing that you need to do when you want to outrank a competitor is basically take a look at their link profile.
Yep.
And you need to see like what kind of backlinks, what's the text anchor, the anchor text, what's the kind of diversification, that they have there, so that you get an idea about how much slack
Yep.
Google can actually give you, you know. Um, so that's one thing. The other thing is like checking to answer your question directly, like checking for casino links. It's quite simple. You just go to Ahrefs and basically you check the outbound links and just you search by casino or something like that. So
Mhm.
that's pretty easy, except when you're actually trying to rank a casino site.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, because we actually have some clients like that who actually own casino sites, and they
Yep.
actually specifically want backlinks like that. So
Yeah.
it's
They just
portable.
they just buy like crazy. What I've seen, some of the casino guys, they're having a super big budget going on all the time. So
Yeah. I guess one of our advantages in this, like the QGP advantages in the in this on this matter, is basically that we're not based in the US. We are basically incorporated in Hong Kong. We are very international,
oh yeah,
and we can accept a lot of different types of clients. Like we're talking CBD, casino. We mostly our clients are not like that, but we've had some very big clients like that who
yeah.
typically other agencies cannot take because they're in the US or the UK or whatever.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
mistakes. I mean, like the people, they do quite a lot of mistakes sometimes, especially when they are new into the industry. So, how about
Mhm.
the what kind of link building mistakes you have normally seen the people are doing it these days, especially the agencies, and how can
Mhm.
with those
Mhm.
things? So for me, if you ask me, some of the link building mistakes are they just
Yeah.
use I mean like heavy keyword anchor text. They use it
Yeah.
those kind of anchor text in the social
Yeah.
profile.
Yeah.
I've seen, I mean,
Yeah.
like the Web 2.0, they are using those kind of anchor text, which they are supposed to use those anchor texts in their proper, good, powerful
Mhm.
things. So that is a mistake.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
one that do it
Absolutely.
is in the form of anchor text. What's your take on that one?
Yeah, so so one of the different, yeah, that's kind of technical one. That's a technical one, but I'd like to go one level further. I guess the top the top mistakes. The first one would be basically buying backlinks from Fiverr.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And
that's
legit, yeah,
true.
like they don't cost a lot. They're cheap, yes, they're cheap, but basically people need to understand that if you pay less than 80, $100 per link, you get what you pay for.
Oh
It's
yeah,
just like that, like in terms of support, in terms of quality, in terms of everything.
yep,
And these people just keep using the farms, basically PBM farms, and it's crazy. So that's the first thing. The second thing is actually overpaying for backlinks. Now, I look at our competitors, to be honest. The truth is that we're quite cheap compared to a lot of other companies. Um, very popular companies with very good marketing, very large marketing budgets, and they overpay for links. Like people overpay for links, and they're getting like links that they can get with us for a very low price, and still be happy with the result. The third mistake. The third mistake is actually following the popular advice on search engine land, on search engine, journal, etc. Like people need to understand, and I keep saying that, like especially like on my Facebook profile, because sometimes I comment on these things and share opinions.
yeah,
Uh, so basically, the advice that people get from search engine journal and these
yep.
popular influencers,
That doesn't make
it's
sense.
typically it's complete bullshit. Like
I know.
excuse my French, it's
Yep.
it's it's crazy.
And
Because
I'll tell you something up here is some of the guys I know it, they are on the search engine journal. They are the
yeah,
editors over there. And trust me or
yeah,
not, these are some of our clients and they literally
mhm,
don't know anything at all. They do not do anything at all. And this is kind of a question I sometimes ask myself.
yeah,
Like, how did he get that search engine journal editorial access when he doesn't know much about the SEO at all? I mean, like, he
yeah,
just know the
yeah,
basics. He's a good marketing guy. These guys,
yeah,
some of them. So I do not know, and that's one of the reason I do not trust the advice all the time, like blindly,
yeah,
what these
yeah.
big magazine publications they are actually saying.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, the thing is that these publishers they make money from advertisements. So the more traffic they get, the more money they make essentially.
True.
And also they cannot afford to tell the truth. Like they cannot afford to tell what really works for Google, because if they do, Google is going to fucking de-index them. Like they're
Oh, yeah.
going to destroy them. They're
Yep.
gonna cut their traffic in half. So these guys are basically more like propaganda for Google, if you ask me.
True,
So
true. I
and,
completely
and
agree with
that's why I like and that's why I like Greg, to be honest, Greg's channel, because he doesn't give a shit, to be honest,
you.
about
No, that's true.
about
I
popular
was
things.
watching his that case study kind of thing other day where he was saying like, hey, I published the content and the content is a king, and then this is what I did, and it just ranked so good. So yeah, no, that's true. There are some bluff, kind of a bluff going on somewhere, that whatever these guys are speaking is not really right all the time, and
Yeah,
that.
yeah, certainly, yeah.
So
Certainly.
now let's take another scenario where the link has been, the people they are coming to you. All right, let's
Mhm.
focus first of all. I mean, what separates QGP.com from the crowd? There are a lot of people, there are lots and lots after the COVID I've seen. Like every second person, they might have left the SEO on the side and they jump
Yeah,
completely into the link building. And I see my
yeah,
email sometimes, like the Google
yeah,
Sheets and everything, they keep on coming every day. Hey, I've got these sites and that. So
yeah.
separate you guys from the crowd of there.
Yeah. Yeah, so the difference is basically simple. So there's a few major points. So first, since the beginning, I've been investing in, like for 7 years, I've been investing in outreach,
Yep.
custom outreach. So basically, we have custom outreach program, outreach people, outreach team, and every day we keep outreaching to different businesses, different websites.
Yep.
So that's the first thing, and that's very time consuming and very costly, by
I
the way.
know. Yep.
That's why most people don't do it. The second thing is that we are very, very technical and we are very scientific focused. The reason is basically because I'm not a marketer by profession. I am not a marketer. I am a software engineer.
Okay.
And I am a software architect. I used to be a software consultant for a very long time.
Yep.
So what I did is I created the QGP 3.0 platform.
Oh, yeah.
So that's our proprietary software. So it's basically a link building platform. It is like we still have a team of 50 people within the company who are building backlinks manually and
Mhm.
negotiating. So it's very personal approach. However, we have the whole platform around our team. And
Yep.
basically what we do is we take all the websites. We currently have 90,000 websites in our database. So we
Oh,
take all these websites and we have crawlers within the platform and we extract all kinds of different metrics from these websites. We
yep.
extract the traffic, we extract the DR, the DA. We have integrations with Moz, with SEMrush, with Ahrefs. We extract the HTML of every single page.
Oh, yeah.
And we take the title, the description, the content, the H1, H2, H3 tags, and we
Yep.
put them into our system. And then we allow our clients to search in real time for all these things.
Oh,
So
yeah.
this is something that no one else has
No.
in the market. And
Yep.
the other thing is that for what we provide in terms of support, our support is brilliant. I can tell you that. Just go in Google and search QGP reviews, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Um, and or in YouTube, also in
Yep.
YouTube. And our support is simply better. That's
Yep.
what I can tell. And we can provide it for less money because our structure is very international. We are not a US business, we're not a UK-based business, and basically our profits don't go to the government. Like we
Oh,
we
yeah.
we take these 40% of taxes, so 30 or 40%, and we reinvest them into the company.
Reinvest that in the system.
And the other thing is that over the years, a lot of people don't know about us. They don't know who we are, who QGP are. And the reason for that is because for years we have been investing in not in marketing, but
Yep.
in research and development,
Yep.
in creating a better service, creating our software platform, and we never needed any marketing because we were exclusive. We
Yeah.
basically
Yeah.
people using us like because word of mouth. basically. So, and that's the best, like the top difference between us and providers like the hot, like authority builders, like, all the popular services.
Yeah.
Just go in Google and search guest posting providers. You're going to see them. Every single post that promotes them, it's a paid one. So these guys have actually paid to be there.
Yeah.
So we don't do that because we take all this money and put them into a platform and in our backlinks, basically. So that's another thing that is really differentiating us
So
from
just
everybody.
curious to know, I mean, like how many backlinks something you guys are building for the clients on a monthly basis? Did you guys actually try to calculate it something?
Yeah, I think so definitely more than between 2 and 3,000 right now.
20,000 backlinks in a single month.
Yeah, between
That's
2 and
so
3,000.
oh,
And
yeah.
and we can do that because of our automations,
Oh yeah.
because of the platform, because basically we have scalability, so we can scale.
Yep.
Uh, because other companies, they just have manual processes, they cannot scale so
Yep.
fast. But we can because we have the software in place,
Yep. Oh
and
yeah.
it's custom one. It's custom one.
And
So
what technology you guys using for this this complete thing then? Is that
I mean, we're using, so that's a bit technical, but we're using PHP, Laravel for the backend. For the front end, we're using
along with
Vue.js.
API, all the
Mhm.
different kind of APIs and everything. So yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Yeah,
super
exactly.
exciting, man. That's super
Yeah, me too.
exciting. I'll
Thank you.
definitely, it's just a very final question, and then I'll give you an access for the screen, and we would love to
Sure.
actually see the backend access as well. But my single
Yeah.
question is, before we
Hmm.
get to that one, is like, let's say the scenario is like the backlink has been built up, the client paid for it, the backlink has been built up, and you
Yeah,
guys deliver the backlink as well. How do you guys go and make sure that the link is still live, the blogger
yeah,
has really taken it down or have changed it
yeah,
to the follow link or something
yeah.
for a couple of weeks or month or maybe after 2 months? How
Mhm.
do you go
Yeah.
about it?
That's a very good question, and the answer is we track that.
Oh yeah.
In the platform. We have, because of our software, of course, we're able to track all these changes.
Yep.
We can track if the site is down, we can track if the page is down, we can track
Oh,
if the link is changed.
yep.
So that's huge. So we keep
And the
track of
client
that.
can see that too. I mean, like as a client,
Uh,
say I'm
yeah, I think so.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
they can see it. Yeah, they can see
All
it.
right. So
But
let's jump in.
whenever if we get a request, like if we get a complaint, we just get in touch with the blogger, we replace the link for free, and we basically block the blogger, like we remove the blogger from our database essentially.
Yeah, for
So
sure. So let's
so,
do a screen share. So I
okay.
would appreciate if you can show us and give us a kind of a demo for this one as well, please.
Right, I'm sharing my screen right now. Let me see. Let me know when you see it.
Yes, I can see it now. Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, cool. So this is our website, qgp.com. There's quite a lot of information on the website. Once you take a look, you can see that it's quite technical.
Yep.
I personally love science, to be honest, so I like to keep things on the scientific
Yep.
part of things. Um, so let me show you. So if you click over here on sign in, you can sign up over here by going to try for free. But if you click sign up, you can actually sign up to the sign in, sorry, in the platform.
Yep.
So let me now show you what was in QGP app. So what you see right now,
The stats.
uh, and please ignore the maintenance
Yep.
advisory. What you see right now is basically the dashboard of the system. Over here, you can just see basically how many links are you currently building and you
Yep.
built in the past.
True.
Now, what we do at QGP is simple. We build backlinks.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of other agencies, they do all kinds of different things. We
Yep.
basically build backlinks.
Yep.
So it's quite simple. On the left, you see the different, navigation options. But if you click on build links over here, you
Yep.
can see that the interface is quite simple. Let me just clear the card.
So these are all filters, you mean?
It's quite simple. Over here you have step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5.
Mm-hmm.
So step 1 is basically choosing the type of backlink.
Mm-hmm.
You can choose a homepage link, a guest post, a niche aid. You choose the type of backlink, then you choose the website power, The most popular one is typically advanced over here. Now, for advanced, we have unlimited DR. We base our packages on traffic, not on DR. So basically, so let's say we select advanced over here. Then we can actually select the insert type. Now, one very big difference between us and other providers is that we allow Google Map embeds.
Okay.
So you can actually embed Google Map, and this helps a lot with local clients.
Local clients, yeah.
Yeah, if you're trying to rank a YouTube video, also you can buy YouTube embeds and name, address, phone, website for local clients as well.
Yep.
Okay, then you select the client and the project over here, of course. Yep. And then you can actually search for domains. You search the domains. So what we have here is a very simple filter where you search by different metrics over here, and there is and you can see the real-time availability of the websites over here on the right.
Yep.
So let's say I want websites with at least, let's say 500 or 1000 traffic. You click enter, and then in real time, you can actually see the amount of websites that we have that have more than 1000, 1000 traffic per month, organic traffic.
Yep.
Let's say you need domain rating of, I don't know, 50 plus. Again, you can see all the websites that are with 50 plus domain rating. Maybe you want like 70 plus. You see we still have quite a lot. You can also search by relevance. So let's say you're in the, let's say, crypto niche. If you go here and type crypto, you can actually see the amount of websites that we have in the crypto niche. And you can see that we actually have quite a lot of websites that have crypto in their domain, in their title, H1, H2 description. You can also prove domain before delivery, which is super powerful. And then, of course, we have the anti-footprint system. We have an anti-footprint system. I'm not going to be talking about that right now, but if people are interested, they can just go to our website and click the anti-footprint system over here menu, and they can see basically read a bit more about how we protect our clients. And we also have a toxicity score over here as well, which is quite important. Okay, and then you configure the article basically, and you that's how you check out at the end.
Okay.
So another thing is that over here, for example, you can let's say you're trying to rank someone in Miami. So over here you can put Miami, and this is actually going to. And let me just refresh this page because I think there are filters pending at the moment. Like this, and let's say Miami. You put Miami over here, and you can see how many websites we have with the keyword Miami. And the last thing, basically is that if you switch to advanced over here, you can actually see a lot of different metrics. So you can actually search by keywords, by backlinks, by referring domains, by link domains, by everything basically.
Yep.
By keywords in domain over here, so it's very powerful. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty solid in that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And about Greg's channel, basically it's if you go to YouTube and write OMG Academy, basically.
Yep.
You can see it over here. So that's basically his channel, Greg Morrison OMG Academy, and then that's Greg actually.
Yeah.
So that's quite cool.
Yep. No, that's pretty awesome, man. That's pretty. So yeah, no, thanks for all that information, the demo you have given us for QGP.com. I'm sure a lot of people who are gonna be watching this one would love to know more about yourself. Like, which is the best place? Is it to contact you on Facebook, or is that you are present on LinkedIn? What's the best places for that?
Yeah, so am I sharing my screen right now? I
Yeah, I
can
can
show
see
you
it.
basically. Yeah, so I guess the top place is really YouTube. If you just search for Kosta Hristov over here, you can see my profile.
Oh, yeah.
So that's my profile. Another thing that you can do is you can actually search for QGP and you can see our QGP group. So we actually have community group over here.
Okay.
So yeah, that's that's our community group. But if people want to get in touch with me, they can just get in touch with me via Facebook or simply by sending me a direct email at Kosta, that's Kosta,
Yep.
at qgp.com.
Oh yeah. No, that's super good actually, Costa. Thanks for them. And yeah, for
Awesome.
everyone
Thank
who's
you.
gonna be watching this one, I'm gonna put the QGP.com plus it's very straightforward to actually know. QGP, 3 word. I don't know how did you get that 3 word domain actually. It's really very hard to actually get a 3 word domain these days.
Well, it was expensive, I can tell you that.
Yeah. So yeah, the
It's
QGP.com, and I'm gonna put your Facebook profile. And in fact, I'm
awesome.
gonna mention the Greg's YouTube channel as well, because I know he's putting in a lot of valuable information. So could be
No,
very.
oh yes, definitely, definitely.
Yep.
All right, Rokin, thank you very much for inviting me to your podcast. Let me know if I can help with anything. Let me
Yeah.
know if you need me to send like a photo or anything like that. And in general, if you want me to help with anything, basically.
Yeah, no, thanks for that, sir. And yeah, I'll definitely touch base with you for it. And thanks once again for giving all the valuable information to us. It's really
Awesome,
going to mean a lot.
awesome, awesome.
Thank
By the
you.
way,